I hope not.
Welcome back, travelers. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since we've actually done a D&D stream. It feels like it. It's been like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we didn't stream last week, so we missed a week.
Yeah.
Was it only 1 week?
Yeah, it was just 1 week.
Okay, well, never mind. I felt like we missed 2 weeks for some reason.
Feels like 2 weeks.
But when we last left off, as per our last session, we had a nice little encounter for our newest.
What is that noise?
What
It sounds like a candle. Someone light the candle in there? Oh yeah, it's a crackle candle. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was the TV. I was like, oh no.
Nope,
I
nope.
can't even hear.
You
I can
are
hear.
My bad.
fine.
Continue.
Now, Let me see here. Make sure this is correct. Perfect. So, when we last left off, Fulner
Roll.
decided that he would walk and face the giant fortress with Julian. As you approached the fortress, it was very clear that they were expecting your arrival, as whoever their chieftain, Jarl, had already grabbed the head of the frost giant you had encountered and impaled it
Gorok Icewind.
right on the front of the dilapidated and broken down fortress. With a signaled battle horn, the sound echoed and rained out throughout the valley. Conflict immediately erupted. Now, as you ready yourself, the front gates of the fortress, using the word gates is very loose, as it's very clear that this is a remnants of wars of the past being repurposed, similar to your campsite. Two large mammoths come burrowing down the path towards you, both of them with frost giant riders on top of them. Behind them, you can see two frost giants that are getting ready to charge across the bridge, battle axes in hand. And you can see up on top of that broken down, destroyed battalion tower stands the Jarl who blew the horn. You're already in giant form, correct?
I was. No, I don't think I was.
Shrink yourself down then to medium sized.
I was. How do I do that? Can a technical person do it?
Don't you have access to it with your tablet?
I have no idea how to do it.
You just pinch and make it smaller.
I just zoomed out.
Make sure you highlight the token first. I gave you access to control that
Well,
character.
he's doing it on tablets, so it's probably kind of annoying.
Can I just?
Maybe John can shrink it down over there?
Hey, Mr. Tech J.
Mr. C-130 or whatever you are today?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tech J. Okay.
Can I go back to that one space? I could just probably do it myself. There we go.
And as the initiative has already started, the first course of action is one of the frost giant riders on top of the mammoth. You see them as they ride forward, they bring their hand up. You watch as this bluish crystal seems to be swirling like a blizzard inside of it. Rime and frost seems to cover their arm. And as they shatter the crystal, you watch as it explodes and creates this semi-dome of winter that spreads in the area. You watch as frost and ice covers everything, creating this whirlwind of snow and flurries. That's their turn. All spaces are now considered difficult terrain. And there is limited visibility.
Should have brought your skis.
Should have brought your skis.
Fulner, it is your turn.
Would like to hold action. Hold turn. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold turn after. Not Lavendigos.
Julian?
Julian.
Did you forget his
Sorry.
character's name? Okay.
I thought it started with a T for some reason.
Maybe it's because his last name is Temekian.
Julian.
Julian.
Julian. That's right. That's right. That's how.
I feel like I'm the only person that can remember names at some
Julian
point.
T. Julian. That's probably where you're getting
Julian.
from.
Yes.
Julian
What does the T stand for?
Julian.
Julian.
And he gets
You had it
summoned.
right the first time.
Is that you getting summoned?
So, Fulner, you hold action.
I do.
All right. that is the case. Then you are in the front, I believe, correct?
I am.
The first thing that you see is the massive stomping mammoth coming burling towards you. If you could move one of those mammoth riders directly in front of Fulner, they are going to use trampling charge.
I don't let them do that.
So, could I please get a strength saving throw from you?
Seven.
7, you fail. The mammoth knocks Fulner to the ground as his tusk, boom, slams you up into the air, and as you hit the ground, it uses a bonus action to raise its foot and stomp down, trying to crush and smear Fulner into a paste. That is a 20 to hit.
Misses.
Misses while you're on the ground.
What happens when I'm on the ground?
So typically, if you're on the ground, oh, I guess it would have advantage. Never mind.
Would he lose his dex?
So sorry, 22 then.
That hits.
Okay. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4d10 plus 7. We are going to. Wow, that dice is spinning for a while. Okay. Not bad. 31 points of damage. This would be bludgeoning damage. As the stomp comes down onto you, you can hear the sickening slam as Fulner just barely got out of the way, feeling the repercussion and the shockwave of the foot stomping down. That is the mammoth's turn, which then would bring us to Julian Goulian.
All right, so I'm assuming the foot is off of Falmer now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and give me an arcane check, please? Because you are, I believe, a phantasmal assassin? Or
Astral.
Astral assassin, sorry.
7.
Okay, never mind.
All right, Falmer, I'm gonna reach down and grab him. Just hold on to him. It's time to get up now. And I'm going to, when I grab him, since this mammoth so kindly came to us, I'm going to astral jump and use astral assist to bring him with me onto the top of this mammoth.
Onto the top of the mammoth?
Yep.
Okay. Is this a level
Nope.
3 spell or lower?
No, it's not a spell.
Okay, it's an ability?
It's an astral assassin ability.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I can attack. I guess I could just hold.
Was
action.
it an action to...
Yeah, to do that. So
To do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll get both Falmer and I up there.
Okay. Perfect.
Then do I get my turn now?
You held action.
Yep. Alright. So what I want to do is bonus. I want to use my bonus action to use Giant's Might to become large,
Okay.
and then exactly where did we go? Like end up on the mammoth? We're behind the rider.
So, I would assume that's where he would be at. He would have moved behind the rider, so he'd be on the rear of the mammoth.
Am I still on the ground? Like, am I still prone?
What I would imagine. Once
Imagine you're still laying down, yes.
So, can I be on my back?
If that's what you want,
Right.
that's fine.
And I would like to grab onto anything that I can grab onto for stability. I would like to, as an action, I would like to use my spell. Wait, is it a spell or is it an ability? I'd like to use shrink or reduce.
Is this a level 3 or lower?
Reduce. I could put it at a higher level.
What would you be casting it at?
Let's see. I got one spell slot for full. I can use it for that. Alright, and I want to make him shrink. So he goes down one size.
Okay, so you go from huge to medium.
Yeah, so we are all huge to large, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, huge to large.
So we're both large. Now, if you allow me with my movement action, use my legs with the boots of giant leaping to push him off of him. So I'm trying to launch him off of the mammoth.
Isn't that a bonus action to use the boots?
I don't know.
Or is it an action? I'm pretty sure it's an action to use the boots.
If it requires, I can burn my action surge because I don't think I'll use it today. Let me check the inventory. Boots of deadly. When you wear these boots, you can jump 3 times your normal distance. You can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. In addition, if you jump at least 15 feet as part of your movement, you can use an action to land on your feet in a space that contains one other creature that is one size larger than you or smaller. This creature must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw, target's choice, or be knocked prone. The DC for this saving throw is equal to 10 plus your athletics modifier. On a successful save, the creature isn't knocked prone and is pushed 5 feet out of the space into an unoccupied space without creature's choice. If no unoccupied space is within range, the creature instead falls prone in your space.
Okay, but is it an action or a bonus action?
It doesn't say.
Sounds like you might need to use the action surge.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That sounds like an action.
I can burn the action surge for that. Excuse me. I'm ready to go. So it would be a DC check of 17.
They crush it. So as soon as you kick the giant, you're kicking the giant, not the mammoth, right?
Not the mammoth, the giant.
Okay, so as soon as you kick the giant, all they do is literally just slide forward, their straddle off the mammoth, and their feet just boom land onto the ground. You watch as they quickly spin around, and you see in their one hand they're wielding what looks like this massive net, and the other hand it looks like they have this huge, almost, it looks like a mast of a ship, but it's a spear.
So it says so he succeeded, just says he's still pushed 5 feet.
Yep, so he pushed 5 feet off of the mammoth.
Okay.
But he was already, the mammoth was already shrieking down, so literally all you did was just like help him get off.
Alright. Right, we should shrink the mammoth too.
It does not shrink the frost giant, it only shrinks the mammoth. You touched the mammoth, they're not the same thing.
Oh, I was just targeting the frost giant.
You would have had to get up and move to the frost giant then.
I didn't know I had to touch him. I thought it was
It's a touch, right? To shrink?
pretty sure it's random. I'll double check. Sorry.
I thought you were targeting the mammoth.
Range is 30 feet.
Okay, so yeah, so if you wanted to target the, what was the save for that?
17.
Because I used the
Mammoth.
mammoth saves on
Oh,
that.
that would be impossible fucking try to push that thing.
What was the save?
17.
Okay, so he succeeded that. Or she succeeded that.
So did that 5 feet still push her off?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would have pushed her off the mammoth, but she did not shrink. Because you used shrink, and then you action surged to then kick her.
Right.
Shrink failed. You went to action surge to kick her. It kicked her, moved her 5 feet off of the mammoth.
Okay, the shrink. I don't think we rolled for the shrink.
The 17 was for the push.
That was for
So there's no save against the shrink?
There is. It's just even on a successful, they only go 5 feet. If they did not succeed, they get.
He's
knocked
talking
prone.
about the shrink.
Talking about the shrink.
Yeah, no, I'm looking up that right now. The con save is a con save of 19 for the shrink.
Okay, then they definitely would have crushed that.
Okay, so I didn't shrink and then. Okay, sorry. Then that's turn.
Okay, so did you action surge to kick though?
I did.
Okay, so the mammoth rider is off the mammoth. They've pushed off and landed in front of the mammoth. You guys are now on the back of the mammoth. who has already seen its rider fall forward, and you can feel it starting to thrash and move. This would bring us to Julian's turn's done.
It'll be Fallner's turn, and then whoever
Yep.
after.
Well, Falner
I put
moved,
myself after you.
I know, that's why I said it would be Fallner, and then
so
whoever.
I'm gonna be putting.
At the end of the last game, did they blow a horn?
Who?
The Giants.
Yes,
Oh, did I?
yes, they did.
I'm assuming we heard that.
It is
No, not tell me we did not hear that.
3 kilometers away, so you would have heard a sound. Whether or not you could distinct that that was a war horn,
Could we roll to distinct?
you could
Okay,
definitely roll.
How far is 3 kilometers?
Pretty far.
It's pretty far.
How far is far?
Quiet enough for us to
More than
hear
3
it.
miles.
I'm gonna roll to see if I could hear it. Since
It's only
it's not really
2
loud
miles.
for
yeah, it's not even 2 miles.
Oh, if the kilometer was longer than a mile.
It's 1.9 miles.
Still, 2 miles of sound travel is a fucking huge distance.
From a giant horn.
I'm ruling it that you would have a hard time distinguishing it.
I'm ruling it, you suck.
I'm ruling it that they made their own bed.
It's
So
like hearing Rocky, probably from here when they're having a
Which I
game.
can hear pretty well. Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
They're
You can hear it.
What do I have to roll?
for this, I would say go ahead and give me a.
Probably a
You can give me perception.
I didn't get it. Just got a 15.
What's your passive?
11.
Okay. What'd you want? What'd you have your passive at? Or you can roll it.
Passive's 20.
Oh.
If you have a passive of 20, you can definitely hear the sound. What it was, you can't tell, but you know you can definitely hear something in the general direction of where this frost giant fortress is.
Well, what do you know? You
I-
know, me and Julian
Julian.
went up a hill, and then to infiltrate a nice giant town, and then you hear a horn.
Okay, so they have 240 foot range on this, so this is definitely is Julian and Fulner right next to each other then, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. So the giant on the bridge, the one in the back, is going to hurl a boulder directly towards you guys.
Oh, I know all about that.
What's a boulder?
Let's see how much practice
To
he's
a
put in,
giant.
though.
A boulder to a giant
Yeah.
is like a
Like a baseball.
yeah, not a
Or
baseball,
softball,
but
yeah.
like a. I would say it's more like throwing a like a dodgeball for them. You know, large piece of stone.
Play dodgeball with stones?
That sounds like a giant game.
Did you just throw rocks at your...
Okay, so I think this will be a miss for both of you guys. So 19 to hit.
I will use Uncanny Dodge to... Or not Uncanny Dodge, oh my gosh, where's my thing at? I'll use Defensive Duelist to pass that
Okay.
as a reaction.
So as you guys hear the sound of the boulder traveling through the air,
Oh, God.
you manage to turn and see this massive hunk of rock. You guys duck down, grabbing onto the bucking mammoth to watch it fall across the other side and explode onto the earth. That is going to be that giant's turn. Which then bring us to the next mammoth rider. Please bring the other mammoth directly up to them. And this mammoth is going to use gore. You watch as it brings its tusk up over the back of the mammoth and tries to swipe at both of you. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
This is me.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, that is going to be 23, 30 points of piercing damage as the tusk rips across your chest and almost damn near hurls you off of the mammoth, but you are still currently standing on
Wait, how much damage?
30.
Oh.
That is going to be that mammoth's turn. You then hear the sound of the Jarl up atop the massive Basila. You see him rip off a piece of the tower and lift it up above his head before you watch as he throws the rock down towards you guys. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be 4d10 plus 6. So that will be 21 points of damage, and I will need a athletics or dexterity roll from you guys. With a check, since you're on the back of a bucking mammoth, do it with disadvantage.
Natural 20.
Okay. That's with disadvantage?
I get an advantage on rolls.
Oh.
That was 14.
14, okay. So, Julian manages to, as he falls back, to grab onto the side of the mammoth and use its momentum to whip himself up to the side, grabbing onto the harness and the chassis of the saddle of this mammoth. Meanwhile, Falner, the slam hits you and you fall back and crash into the ground right beneath the mammoth. You can see it beginning to spin and turn as its feet crush down near you. You barely are able to roll out of the way of this mammoth starting to circle and rotate. That is the Jarl's turn, which is then going to bring us to... this is the next frost giant that is on the bridge. He is also now going to... You guys are separated, so this is going to be targeting just one person. Since you're kind of covered by the mammoth, they're throwing the rocket Falner. That is going to be 27 to hit for the rock.
Oh, that hits.
Oopsie, not that one. One, 2, 3, 4. So that is going to be 36 points of damage as the rock, as you look up and watch as it boom lands maybe about 5 feet from you and actually hits with such force that the shrapnel of the stone throws you onto your shoulder and you roll onto the side into a large mound of snow. That is that giant's turn. This now moves us to one of the frost giant riders. Damn. Okay. This is the rider that is on the mounted mammoth still. It looks over towards you and sees you holding onto the side of the mammoth. You watch as it brings up its large arm with the net and begins to and throws this weighted net that kind of spider webs out towards you. So that is going to be that'll be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a strength saving throw then?
16. I think that's just 17.
17?
Yeah.
You nailed it right at the dot.
I didn't think I had +1 in strength, but apparently I do.
As the net hits the side of the mammoth, it rattles you to the point where you kind of fall back. You can feel the net getting ready to fall on top of you. You're able to use your weapon to quickly slash through the net and cut free and landing down onto the ground next to the mammoth as the net falls to 2 pieces on your right and left. But that was very close to being captured. And the other giants are going to hold their turn, which would bring us back up to the top, which would be the giant that got dismounted, the one that you kicked off the mammoth, then turns over towards you, and you watch as it brings up its spear and rears back and chucks it towards you while you're on the ground. Actually, no. You watch as it drops the spear to the ground and he unbrandishes what looks like a great axe. As it pulls the great axe, it charges forward and it's going to make 2 attacks towards you. Both of those are going to be misses. One is going to be a 16 and the other one is only an 11. So, as this giant comes over towards you, one slash, boom, you roll to the side as it picks the axe up, comes down again, you roll back to the other side. That's that giant's turn. Which moves us over to the mammoth that that you just let go of. It turns over towards you as it sees you fall onto the ground. It's going to bring its foot up to stomp down on you. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
4d10 plus 7. So that is going to be 31 points of damage. You watch as the leg comes down and crushes down with such force that snow sort of boom explodes around in a circle in this area effect. The force is so intense that the snow actually feels like needles just blasting into your skin as you watch as Dulian gets thrown to the side. Can you go ahead and give me a perception roll?
My name, I guess.
Apparently.
Add on to it.
Julian?
Dulian.
He's Julian now.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You can see this is going fucking horribly wrong.
No.
And to the point
Yeah,
where
see that?
you can see that Julian looks fucked up, like badly injured. Like, you don't know if he's gonna make it.
Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
This would bring us to Julian's turn.
Ain't no escaping this, is there?
I don't know. I'm out of ideas now.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm astral jumping back on top of that mammoth.
Okay.
I'm using animal handling to try to calm it. To try to.
Okay.
Oh nope.
What'd you roll?
8.
I need to roll will save for the animal, and it is trained, so it gets advantage. Yes. So as you go to handle it, you can tell. It's almost like you can see the eye of the mammoth as it turns back and looks towards you. It's like that scene from Tangled when Flynn tries to, like, control Maximus. You can see the mammoth just kind of and immediately start trying to buck you off. I'd say it would probably be a bonus action to.
I think that's
The
But
jumping was the bonus action.
that's the bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, so you used your action to actually try to, like, tame it. All right, so this would bring us to Falner's turn.
I don't know where I am in relation to the mammoth I got knocked off of.
You should be basically on the ground. Right in between them. Yeah, so you've been on the ground basically rolling around trying not to get chopped in two. Because there is currently a frost maiden who is right above you with her battle axe and is just trying to split you in two. I know in normal circumstances you would want that, but not in this situation.
True. All right. I'll try to stand up.
Okay, half your movement, so you stand up.
Does that attack of opportunity?
Not standing up. I don't think standing up is an attack of opportunity.
All right. Then
This was 3.5.
Can I try to deadly leaping now onto the thing, onto the mammoth?
Which one? The one that's got a rider or the
The one that we got knocked off of.
You can. Julian is currently up on top of it. You can see Julian looks half concussed, bleeding profusely, and is holding onto the straps for dear life.
I would like to try to deadly leap on top of that.
Okay. That will be an attack of opportunity to jump portion, because you are leaving her exit, her area. So she's going to roll against you. Since they're in the sense of the blizzard, they get advantage on every attack. So that is going to be, you are the luckiest man in the fucking world right now. She rolled a 1 and a 7. So as you jump, the axe just actually sparks off the bottom of your feet. As you land up.
I have no shoes on.
You have the boots.
Yeah, but they just cover the top of my feet.
No, they've got metal bottoms.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I just had no. Because I'm a halfling, I have no shoes.
They're attuned, so they'll fit
no
to your
feet.
feet size.
I have no feet.
I have no feet. I just float on the ground. All right. So
Sparks off his.
can I use?
Okay, they spark off your calluses.
Nice and smooth now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the shaving of
Oh my god.
just fall to the ground.
Can I try? Because I am larger than him. Can I try to grab the rings too, and then also use animal handling?
Okay, so are you trying to use animal handling as in techniques to handle an animal, or are you trying to brute force this beast into listening to you?
Techniques, as in I'm also a giant. Fucking listen to me.
Okay, again, go ahead and give me an animal handling. It will get to roll a will with advantage. It is trained. It knows you are not its master.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, it fails. So, as you grab onto the reins, maybe it was a little bit of technique, maybe it was more brute force, but you wring the reins so hard the mammoth's neck is about ready to fucking snap that you basically watch as it kind of buckles down and relinquishes and starts to give you control of the reins. You feel the control of the reins basically onto your hands. You have control of the mammoth for now. What are you doing? What is that?
He wants to gallop.
Are you trying to run?
Ha!
You want to run?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my.
So you're fleeing.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go to flee, Tech J, could you please reveal the 2 hidden giants that are blocking the escape?
Oh my.
Just keep running.
Stay sight right now.
Just keep running. Just keep running.
All you gotta do is move them back to token instead of GM token.
No. No.
Where are you going?
If this succeeds, we have a mount though for this area. Not entitled race. I'd like to have me quarterback from the dipshit Joe.
There's no money in it yet.
Wait, did you
Also,
put
I did put a quarter in.
Oh, you did? What'd you put a quarter in?
When everyone was saying that I was going to kill us.
That's not what the dipshit dress for.
Oh. I thought I was being a dipshit.
All right. As the 2 giants that are covering your exit, you watch as they explode up out of the snow like fucking phantasmal traps. You see them out with their weapons. You again realize they knew you were coming.
These nerds are just hiding in snow.
This is a common frost giant trick. And as you go ahead and charge forward, I am going to roll for you since it's the mammoth, but I will let you add your animal handling roll to it. So go ahead.
+7.
So it's so just the plus. I'm only going to do just the plus.
+7.
So I'm going to add that to the roll of the mammoth. So that is going to be the strength modifier, which is a 7 plus 7, so 14 plus 9. Okay, it's not bad. Now okay. I'm going to only need... Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to need both of you to either give me a... For you, I'm going to need an animal handling. What are you doing while you're on the back of the mammoth?
He's trying not to pass
Technically,
out.
I'm in front of him.
So technically you're in front of him.
Yeah.
No, I'm holding around him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be just basically 2 animal handlings on you then.
So the first one is a 25. A second one is a 10.
Okay. As the mammoth goes charging past these giants, they burst out of the snow. One of them comes up with their great axe, goes to swing against the side of the mammoth, clips the side of the saddle. You can see the leather strap cut.
Wait, before you do the second one, can I use an ability called Indomitable, which lets me reroll a failed save? You know what said that
I will say yes, you can.
Okay.
I'll let you do
I'll get
it.
the-
I'll let you re-roll it.
That's a lot better.
What is it?
24.
Oh.
So you rolled 24 both times?
No, 25 the first time.
Okay.
Which was 18 roll, and this time it was a 17 roll.
24, okay. So what's your AC then?
21.
Okay, so yeah, still. All right.
Let me still.
So as you watch as the first giant swings, cuts part of the side saddle. You feel the saddle kind of go loose, enough to where you guys slide to the side. You watch as the second giant, you go right past him. They busted out of the snow a little too late, but as you watch them turn, you see them pick up their spear and this massive shit mast of a spear flies through the air, and you watch as it just right through Fulner's shoulder. Julie, in your head, you just see flesh and blood explode next to your head as this shit mask goes right out through the front of Fulner. Fulner kind of sloops forward, and you can just feel his hot blood draining down onto your body, but the mammoth keeps charging, keeps rolling. You can see the giants getting ready to take chase, and you watch as the Jarl brings up the horn, and you can see them blow a retreat. And with that, I'm assuming you wouldn't stop until you...
Would not stop.
You would not stop? Okay. Where are you going then? Back to camp?
Back to camp.
So meanwhile...
You're all about to be seeing the scene when I roll up.
When we roll up.
Yeah, when we roll up. Check. Julian gonna be covered in blood. Head to toe.
I really hope you don't have anything. Please don't give me, I don't know what you've been on since we started. You had some sort of blood disease in your blood.
Meanwhile, you two you're cooking the food. It's going quite well. It smells great. About 20 minutes ago, you heard this weird, like, Jez is the one that called it off, and as you listen, you heard it too, but it was kind of like a weird.
Hear it again.
Like you hear it again later on. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like a weird, like.
Answer yourself.
All right.
At this point, you watch as St. Krell and Barry come back and sit down, and you can see Barry's kind of relaxed a little bit from what happened. Oh, I'm glad that food's done. Looks good.
Smells nice. I'm gonna take a little piece.
Legend, I'm not going to say anything, but why don't you cook the food from now on instead of Forno? Just saying.
I don't want to take that from him.
But all he ever does is go on about his spices.
I mean, that's kind of all I did was use his spices to cook it. Maybe he doesn't cook it right.
Listen, we don't need recommendations from Old Barry. It only matters what New Barry thinks.
What's Newberry think?
I thought I was Newberry.
It sounds like you're trying to revert.
What do you mean?
Well, after the talk you had yesterday,
Yesterday? You mean a few hours
a
ago?
few hours ago, sounded like you kind of miss being a pirate.
You know what? St. Krell's kind of told me, let go of the past. Let go of the past. we move forward.
I'm gonna taste test.
Right, yes, I'm starving. St. Krell kind of just goes back to sitting down and being quiet and
St. Crow,
keeping to themselves. Yes,
would you like some food?
I'm
Are you
currently
sure you want to continue this?
I'm currently fasting.
I know this.
I can't eat for another 3 suns.
Figured I'd ask.
Water though would be nice.
Sure. Do we have fresh water?
Did you guys ever go gather water?
I didn't.
Don't you all have a flask of never-ending water?
I have a flask of never-ending booze.
Mm.
Same thing.
Mm.
For me.
It's liquid.
Well,
One's a poison. One's
Oh, that'd be funny.
You're right. The water.
Do you know if there's a
It's very
stream
accurate.
nearby?
You'd have to go look for one.
The decanter of like water or something.
Lavender had that.
Oh,
Yeah, Lavende did have that.
someone go get it from her.
By the way, it's gonna be a legendary artifact in the next campaign. Because it's gonna have a lot different properties.
That water's gonna be spiked.
It's gonna be spicy water.
There's gonna be some spicy fucking water.
Does it?
If you all don't mind, I can go look for water.
I mind.
Alright, then I will stay here.
Can I sense, like a scent of a stream nearby?
Did you just ask me if you could smell water?
You can. You could smell if there's a spring or.
Yeah, if you're really fucking
I
close
want to
to
use my
it.
survival.
Go ahead and give me a survival roll. A fucking Wolverine over
Just
stream
yeah,
3
you see-
miles from here.
I want to know. I just want to know if there's like one close by. Be reasonable to walk to, so you don't go too far. I got 18.
You, when you were out hunting, saw that there was, you guys are near the mountains. And you guys are in the mountains. Typically, rivers start in mountains. It's not hard to find water, typically, when you're this close. If you make your way to the base of most of the mountains and follow them, you usually can find paths that lead to the lowest level. Typically is a good starting point to find water. Could take you some time, hours even, but you could go look for water.
What was his name again? I keep saying Krell. Well, Krell, if you'd like to go get water, even though the captain doesn't want you to, I don't see a reason why you would want to come back.
I have a pilgrimage that must be done.
I understand that, but you don't need our help with it.
No,
But
I don't.
I think I would trust you a little more if you did.
I saw you all in my dreams.
What?
Weird thing to say.
Where did that come from? Why are you bringing that up now?
I figured it would be, well, better for me to come open on why I was so insistent on joining you.
It's an ADD nightmare. I just wanted to ask you for some water. You're like, I saw you in my dreams. What did you see in your dream?
I saw all of you. I saw a horizon. The sun was setting. And the sounds of the dead became the hymn of the night. Kalimvor quakes. My God feels it. And I can feel it in my bones. I am an Aasimar, born of celestial blood. Since I was a child, I've been told that I was chosen of Kalimvor.
What the hell is an Aasimar?
It is one born of celestial blood, a being of the stars.
You know what that is?
It would be the opposite of what Jez is.
I mean, would she know?
She would definitely know what the opposite of she is.
What is he talking about?
Explains why I don't like you much.
I bear no ill will towards you.
I've heard of some
We did not choose our parentage.
celestial person, but I didn't know the name of it. Do you have like abilities or something? Like what's
I have been very connected.
what's he look like, by the way?
He actually looks relatively normal.
Okay, that makes sense.
He looks like a normal man. Very fair skin. His eyes are this piercing blue, short black hair. If not, the hair is short, but it's overgrown. You can tell it was probably shaved at one point and has now just naturally been growing out and just looks awkward. His clothes are very modest and drab, gray. You can see the mark of Kelmore. He looks like what you would expect a monastery monk to look like. I'm sorry, are you finding something funny of my appearance?
I pictured the body, and I was like, okay. And then Farquaad's face. The fucking hair.
No, that's fair.
So,
I have been...
ASMR? What would you call it?
ASMR.
Celestial being. Blood.
I have been gifted with visions of the dream. I have seen things that are yet to come. Sometimes they are not always true.
The premonitions.
Yes. Gifts. Sights from Kellamvor. There is something quaking in the world.
Is it Kellavor? Where's that at?
Kellamvor is my god. He is my deity and patron. I am sorry for lying to you, not telling you the truth. I was worried that if you saw a madman on the road telling you about dreams and prophecies, that you would shoo me away. I hope that I have seemed reasonable enough to not harness any ill will.
So you're a stalker.
I had a dream of you a month ago.
And then you found us. And now you're following us. For what?
Because I believe my God intends for me to help you with whatever your journey may be.
And your God is the God of...
The keeper of the dead.
And how is he supposed to help us?
I am yet uncertain of that. I am hoping that wherever this journey that you are on will take me to that point. If you would so humbly allow me.
You know, to me. I tell you what. Before Captain decides on that.
You see Barry begin to crackle electricity between his fingers. You say the word, Captain, or I have a feeling you want to blast him.
How are you doing that?
With magic.
I thought you didn't have any more.
I'm gonna butt in. Are you losing your memory? I swear you said this
Where'd
last
you get
time.
that back?
You literally brought this up a few hours ago.
You said the same thing.
I can use magic. I can't go back to Neve.
This is deja vu. You know this, right?
Oh wait, alright, so make water then.
This always seems.
Why are we having this whole conversation if you can make water?
It would take me some time to prepare the spell.
How much time?
A few hours.
I think it'd be fast.
Stop surprising me with the magic shit.
Watches his magic lightning fizzles away and he grabs his book.
Also, didn't you just have a heart-to-heart with him? Now you're just nonchalantly gonna fry his brain.
I was nonchalantly going to listen to your orders. seeing as how suspicious you are of everything. That was probably one of the most reasonable, well-presented, thought-out speeches I have ever heard in a party, which for you means instant suspicion.
I mean, he's not a part of this group, so it makes sense.
Make the water.
I'll be back. You watch as he makes his way over and see him sit down and pull his book open and begin writing.
I don't much care for how he's challenging me now.
Who, Barry?
Maybe we should kill him.
Barry.
I heard that.
Sorry, Krell, we don't have any water, but soon. Well,
It is understandable. I'm surprised that you all were journeying for so long without water. What were you drinking? Have you all been just drinking alcohol?
I mean, cat and mouse, but, you know, I may or may not have my own canteen of
Trust
water.
me, the withdrawals are way, way worse than dehydration. Alright? You don't want to see me like that. You really don't want to see me like that.
I assure you I believe it. Do you all hear that? You hear the sound of what sounds like drums? The ground sort of kind of quaking? Is that an earthquake? I know.
It's getting closer.
It sounds like a stampede. You watch as St. Krell gets up, and you can see down the road trees shaking, crows and birds flying out from the side of the trees. Before you know it, you see this large, massive mammoth just fucking burrowing through. You watch this,
I'm gonna grab my halberd.
and you can see on top of it.
That's the scale, yeah.
Oh,
That's the scale.
shit.
You can see on top of it
Why do you keep doing that to it?
Fulner, looking pale as a ghost, riding. Go ahead and lose, because of all the blood loss for 3 kilometers of riding this, drop down 100 hit points.
I'm dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Was he large when this happened?
I would have dropped it by then.
Yeah.
So is there something impaled him still?
It would have fell out, so he wouldn't have it still sticking in him. But there would be a massive wound in his chest.
Could I have? Wait, no. Actually, I do have it, and I have it equipped. My ring of regeneration.
Okay.
So it would have probably been healing on the way back too.
Okay. So if that's the case, then don't lose any health. The bleeding would have stopped.
Oh fuck.
But you guys watch as the mammoth stops, and you see the mammoth looks agitated as fuck. It is just rocking and rolling around, and it starts looking at you, and it's just
Who the
and
fuck
like
is controlling this thing?
rolls up.
I pull on the reins.
Give me animal handling.
I am your master now. Oh, natural 20.
Okay. It is still listening to you. You pull on the reins, and it kind of stops. What are you gonna do?
Boy.
Julian, it looks fucked up and covered in blood.
What is happening?
Well, it didn't go as quite as planned.
Yeah?
Julian might need some help. I might need a rest a little bit.
I
At least I got us some transportation. We got us some
Is
transportation.
anything following you?
I'm sure they could. It's pretty big tracks.
Can you drop down?
Jez, you simply just look up, and you can see what looks like a giant hawk circling the area. And you can also see that it has bright blue glowing eyes.
Yeah, definitely being followed. I'm gonna point up at it. I already knows.
shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it? Okay. It is a giant hawk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double
Don't
shoot
agitate it. Don't agitate it.
Use 2 arrows. That's what Lamade would do.
Tech J, could you please,
Oh my god.
you really want to shoot it?
No.
Okay.
It was suggested, but I was like, I'm kind of.
What's your biggest arrow?
Tech J, could you go ahead and at least hide the previous battle map?
I am.
You should see map on the list and then just hit the eyeball to hide.
It's already off.
All right, thank you.
I'm concerned for Julian though. Can you drop him down?
I think we don't have. I think we want you to just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, so stay up. So everyone,
Yeah, I don't
everyone
think
jump
we should-
on up here.
Don't think we should be sticking around.
Sure.
All right, give me another animal handling then.
All right. Another natural 20.
Okay. You can
Fucking
see,
out of
I want you to know that this is what it kind of looks like. The mammoth is trying to like move back and forth. It's not really staying still. Faller's like, come on up! And he's like holding on to this thing as hard as he can.
And I'm just.
And Julian's just kind of... It does not look like this mammoth is really listening to him. He's more brute strengthening it into following its orders.
I don't like this.
I can. I'll do giant smite again, so I'm large again, and make it a little bit easier.
Okay, you watch as Falner grows again.
Are we leaving?
We can't stay here.
I'm starting to grab
We
all my
probably
pots and pans,
should,
his
no.
spices, the food I just made.
We at least need to get somewhere we'd have a better advantage in a fight.
Right. And maybe while we are rolling on, maybe someone can attend Julian. He took quite a beating. We both did.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Most of this blood isn't my blood. I just want to throw that out there.
Gross.
A lot of it is my blood.
Gross. Very
Most
gross.
of it is his blood.
Barry closes his book. I guess that's it for water. He stands up. I'm ready to go whenever you require, Captain. St. Krell stands up. I assume we are departing.
Yeah, I just gotta cram some alcohol down his throat and we'll go.
I'm gonna, on one of my pots, I'm gonna put a plate over it and tie that over. That way I can keep all the meat, so it doesn't go everywhere.
You watch as the hawk seems to leave, flying back towards the direction that they came.
Okay.
How do I get on this thing?
I could help you with that.
How are you gonna do that?
Just climb up.
So he wants,
Well,
you to climb the side
I'm
of
not
it.
going to just grab onto its foot and piss it off.
Right.
Is there like a ladder?
Can you get up on top of the tower and just
Give me
jump
another
on?
animal handling.
You mean the tower that you got destroyed?
Tower
by the
that
other?
kind of fell.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm beginning
What
to
is
see
this
the ball of his
thing?
plan.
It's still fight. Come on now. No natural 20. That's not natural.
Okay.
Wait, did you get a natural 20?
I did get another natural 20. Altogether, that's 27.
Fall now.
That's 3 in a row though.
We should just
That
dismount.
is-
We should probably go on foot. We shouldn't leave big tracks anyway for them to keep following us.
You watch as the mammoth tries to move again, and you watch as Falner kind of hold the mammoth back again.
Are you afraid to dismount?
No, I'm kind of attached to it.
You can see the mammoth is not attached to him.
And if you think about it, we need a way to get around this land,
It
right?
doesn't look like you have very good control of it. And like you said earlier, it's leaving rather large tracks, so
But people learn to love me.
No.
you're not gonna get Stockholm Syndrome.
Alright, Wooly.
You named it.
I did.
You named something that's not
It
yours.
looks like it wants to rip you apart.
Oh, we had a good run, you and I.
What is your fascination for this mammoth? I don't understand.
It is time for us to depart.
Is this a
Are you
giant-
letting go of the reins?
Is this a
Let's get
giant?
Julian down first.
I'll grab Julian in one of my arms, and then I'll use the reins to get off, and then I'll let him go.
I don't think
You
it's
watch
gonna
as
work that
soon as
way.
you slide off the mammoth and fall, you hit the ground. You're large, right?
I am.
Yeah, so it's not that bad of a fall for you. As soon as you land and hit the ground, you see the mammoth and just immediately turn and start running, just in any direction.
Palmer.
And I
you didn't
shoot it
like
with an
me.
arrow.
By Wooly.
I need you to
You want to shoot it with an arrow?
bury that down deep. We gotta get going.
Are you good to run, Julian?
I'm gonna take his hand, I'm gonna put a ring on it, and I'm gonna give him my endless flask. Just drink all of that. You'll feel better, trust me.
You told him to drink all of it?
I said a lot.
Oh.
It's endless.
How long are you going to drink?
I don't know.
And as you drink it,
You
you
feel
can
better.
feel yourself feeling better.
That'd be funny. Drink all of it. It's like it's not stopping.
It
Just keep drinking.
What's in this? Why do I?
It's my special
it
recipe.
tastes like rum, but
But
you
it-
can,
but
you
it
can
feel-
feel your wounds starting to like heal.
It's like magic.
Yeah, so when people are judging me for how much I drink, remember how you felt. And think about that again.
I'll take another drink.
Okay.
And here's your.
So you only took 2 drinks.
Yeah.
All right. So that is only going to heal you for.
200.
How do you feel? I don't know how strong that is. How strong would
I think
that
it's just.
will be?
Well, the rum will make you even stronger.
What?
It's true.
In real life too.
In real life.
So 27 points for the 2 drinks.
Oh, you need 4. Jesus.
Yeah, he'd have to drink a lot to heal himself with
Does
the
he still look
flask.
like shit?
Well, just keep taking swigs on the way.
He looks like shit, right?
Do you want?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Julia, you sure you just want 2 sips of that? Trust me, man.
I'm not trying to get too messed up.
You won't get drunk.
I mean, you're already messed up. It's just you'll be drunk and
It's a Wednesday. Is that
Not
trying to get fucked up?
messed
Yeah,
the
it
whole
doesn't, you
day?
don't get drunk.
What's a Wednesday?
you may not get drunk, but he
I don't
will.
remember the days of the week. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna
Or you don't get
throw
drunk from it because it's healing.
Huh?
You don't get drunk from it because it's healing, right?
You still take the effects of the intoxication.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
Mm-hmm. You
Oh,
still get
you
it.
don't.
I'm just seasoned.
I'm gonna.
Well,
Yeah, you are very conditioned.
No, I think you have the thing you took made it so you can't get drunk.
Oh, yeah, there is something I have.
Amulet of the Drunkard.
Yeah, yeah,
Here,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
I got you.
That's a good combo.
Quentin gave me these potions a good while ago, and I forgot I had
Well,
them.
yeah, we all kind of bought some.
Technically, anything Christy eats or drinks is also a health potion
It's
for
a
her.
potion of healing supreme.
Oh, because of the thingy?
Because of your blessing
10d4s
from
plus 1.
quasi-cultal.
10d4s plus
You
2.
can literally eat your way back to health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said 10d4 plus 20?
10d4s plus
That'll do
20.
it.
I didn't even know I had these. When the hell did we get these?
I didn't get one.
You got something.
I got 3 of them. No, I got.
It was.
I got 2 of.
You wanted us to do shopping immediately.
I got 2 of them of each
I have
level.
4 greater. I'll give him 1.
Keep drinking. Go
I
on.
feel fine now.
Are you sure?
Whatever you gave me made me feel great.
Just hang on to it
Well, then
then,
just hang
because
on.
I'm sure you won't be feeling fine.
I hope so,
Sure.
because those things were fucking expensive.
For the next time we go on an adventure,
I mean, to be fair, Fauna, that was really cool what we did, right?
it
We
was.
got a mammoth.
We did, and I already miss him.
I'm sorry that you miss him.
Barry, do you have anything to make it so it's hard to be tracked while we're leaving?
I don't think I have any spells that would help with that. If Lavender was here, I know he had that.
Well, let's get moving then.
Where we go?
Hmm?
Where do we go?
Opposite direction of the camp, for starters. That would probably be good.
But there's a belt in there for me.
Fuck the buddy.
Oh, you're
Bloody
right.
belt.
You're right. All right.
How? Fauna, I think it's time that we say this. What the fuck are we doing here?
What do you mean?
I get why we're here, as in this is something that you want to do, but literally Julian almost died,
True. And I did.
and you almost died as well. What are we doing?
Well, what we're doing here is in like, what's our mission?
Right. I get it. Everything we've ever done so far. We went to the Strand because we were looking for Shiv. We ended up doing a Zeltivado because it took us to that point. We went to Bolstead to help Lavender. We are now up in the fucking mountains. Why?
Because we're here to get some metal that came out of this volcano.
So how do we get to the volcano? What about going to the fort is going to help us get to the volcano?
Well, at the same time, there's also a summit here that's going to happen in the Valley of the Kings. It's a moot, giant moot.
Okay, well then how do we get to the Valley of Kings? You know from your research that you can't get to the Valley of Kings. Valley of Kings is a mythical sealed land. It's not like an accessible place. It's a place where ancient giant jarls were basically laid to rest, and also demigods.
How we get there, I'm not sure exactly. It's not exactly a place you could just travel to. It's a kind of a mythical place. It is real though. As real as I am a giant.
I want you
What is your plan?
Well, right now we're just gonna lose these fools, right? And then I'm not sure. There was a plan, but I'm not sure what to do now. I was kind of thinking of trying to challenge all the chieftains.
They didn't let that happen, as you could see.
Yeah, they didn't want me to wear around the camp.
We were around the camp, it just... There were a lot of them around us as well, turns out.
How many were there?
A lot more than us.
At least like 5 or 6. And they had mammoths. Well, minus one mammoth. Poor Wally. Now he's gonna go back.
He
belongs to them, I guess.
It sounds like Barry's first plan of poisoning the water might have been a good idea.
Maybe.
Don't let it get to his head.
Listen, I
just thought, like, hey, if my plan could work, if it did, then we wouldn't have had to kill off what would have been good soldiers for us. That's what I was thinking.
What, soldiers? What are you expecting to recruit them then?
I was.
Why would they listen to you?
Well, if I'm the king...
You're not a giant!
Barry, fuck off. What are you going to tell me I'm not something? How have you not seen me do
You've got spells. You can make yourself larger. That doesn't make you one of them. They don't see you as that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to change.
I don't think you can change it, man.
I don't think you can change it. All the books I've ever read on giants, anything about the past, when it comes to them, is that they're stubborn, hard-headed. Maybe you are a fucking giant, actually.
I've been trying to fucking tell you. But listen. If you don't do anything, if you just sit in life, complacent, then you're just gonna have a normal life, right?
Is that what this is about? Because you don't want to be fucking normal?
Exactly. Sort of.
What has being extraordinary done for you now other than lose friends?
Well, it's not something...
Do you think that most people wake up and go, you know what I want to do? I want to be a fucking adventurer.
Barry, just because your dream is dead doesn't mean his needs to be.
I don't have a dead dream. You have to have a dream first for it to be dead.
Barry.
It sounds like you're projecting a bit, mate.
Barry, listen. I've kind of grown up around this for as long as I remember. Giants raided me village when I was just a baby, like all the time. It was always a problem. Now, one of the times that they came to my village, I wasn't able to hide. And they tried to kill me, but something happened. I can't really explain it, it's kind of hard to, but that's how I knew that there's something different about me. I expressed some type of ability there, and it killed the giant chieftain there. When I was a child, I killed a giant chieftain, and they never came back after that. So, you say that I'm not part giant, but I now have sea giants under me, and I have now defeated In my lifetime, 2 giant chieftains. Chieftain Chomyum and Chieftain...
I'm sorry, what?
His name was Chieftain Chomyum.
His name was Chomyum.
He was a hill giant chieftain, yes.
Oh, alright.
That sounds about right.
Sounds like something you made up.
It sounds like something they made up.
Yeah, it was. I didn't make up the name.
Chomyum.
I mean, I didn't make up the name.
Hill giants are about as smart as a half-brained pig.
I haven't dealt with many giants outside of this, but even I know that.
But even so,
Chomyum.
I'm just as close as anyone else. Has anyone else ever defeated at least 2? I don't think so. Not even Hawkilla.
Well, I know we've defeated more than one dragon. It sure as fuck doesn't make me a dragon.
And well, you're not claiming to be a dragon, though, either. You weren't told that you had dragon blood in your veins, correct? Never.
He's got a point.
But Fafnir even recognized me, a son of a giant god, recognized me and gave me this blade. That's not just something that happens to normal people, Barry.
Alright then.
No. If Lavender was here, we know exactly what he'd say.
Do you now? What would he say?
He would say, whatever problem we have is everybody else's problem. We help you, you help me. That's what we've always been doing.
Do it again with his voice.
Yeah, can you do it in his voice?
You really want me to do that in
I
his voice?
I really miss his
I'm not
voice.
gonna make fun
I'm
of
not
him.
quite sure what the fuck that accent was, but it was very...
It's like I can't do it. I had it in my head too.
Maybe if Chad could do the voice and you mouth it.
Like his voiceover.
If Lavender was here, he would say something like,
That lasted 0.3 seconds. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job.
we tried.
Perfect,
We
yeah.
tried.
All right.
But yeah,
You know what?
he'd say something like that. He would.
You know what? I agree with you.
So,
I guess I'm just,
we're here for fauna.
we're here for you, Fauna, but we're not just here for you. I hope you realize this, that we're depending.
I know.
On you.
And there's also more. And this is how I felt ever since Sky gave her life for all of us. Is that we're no longer just fighting for ourselves. We are going on for her. She literally sacrificed. What I would do her a disservice if I didn't try to do what I was meant to do.
Yeah. Then what's our next step?
Well, like I said before, let's make sure we lose these psychos that just bursted out of the ground and started chucking spears at us. And once we can make sure we're safe, then maybe poisoning the water supply might be the way to go.
What about this black metal? Is that something we should mess with after we deal with the moot that you're here
We're
for?
gonna have to probably deal with both. Most likely.
Well, according to Fauna, that's what this forge is able to do. It should be able to destroy any metal, melt down any metal. So if we can destroy a piece of the black blade, then you know who can't get all the pieces.
That would help.
That's the point, is to get to that. So the forge. Where is the forge located? Is that a mystery as well?
Oh, it's in the mountain. Or the volcano.
What volcano?
The one we're heading towards, right?
Do you know the name of it?
I thought we were heading towards the Valley of the Kings.
Oh, Valley of Kings, correct.
So there's a volcano in the valley.
Yeah, last I knew
Well,
we were going to
well,
the
they
fire
can't
giants.
fake.
I thought it was a myth, a legend.
The City of Black Iron, that's what we're looking for.
City of Black Iron.
City of Black Iron.
Yeah, we're looking for Razgor's legendary metal bender forge. It's in the deepest volcano in Abendal.
How far is Amandel from here?
The Abendol's a continent.
Oh, sorry.
We're all on it.
And are we near the deepest volcano? in
Right.
Avondale?
So, do we know which one is the deepest one?
I'm a wizard. I'm not technically really, knowledgeable as it comes to geography. I would assume the dwarves would know that, or the fire giants. So, were you planning on talking to a fire giant chieftain?
Of course.
After dealing with what are those ice giants?
Frost, I believe, is what
They
they
definitely gave us the cold shoulder. I think the fire giants will be a little bit warmed up to us.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that is the case because
Unbelievable.
it was a joke.
Tits.
It was a good joke.
It was a good joke.
I'm not trying to move past it. It was a great joke.
Puns really falling out.
But what I'm trying to say is, I think that talking to dwarves typically are they are a lot more welcoming than what we just dealt with. So my suggestion, and I don't really have pull in this situation, I understand that, but dwarves I think would be better.
You also are aware, Fulner, that frost giants have a very particular sect within their clan. They are known as valkyries. They are soothsayers and battle maidens. But they are not absent in any war party or any sort of congregation of frost giants. They are there to usually provide guidance and wisdom. They are often there to give rituals before battle, before war, before raiding voyages. Now you know that if there are frost giants here, since you just ran into a fort of them, there's more than likely more than one clan. Not only that, but there's also more than likely more than just frost giants here. Every type of giant is probably here in these mountains, trying to find the entrance to the Valley of the Kings. A moot has not ever been called since Heartkiller's time. So many of these clans, you speculate, are here looking for the entrance, but don't know where it's at.
I know what I have to do.
At this point, you guys have traveled much further away, are now nestled in the forest, and have kind of set up another little camp. So at this point, we can have it be, it's very late at night, probably around midnight after this whole ordeal. You guys are sitting down and resting, recuperating. Now is the time to discuss your plan of action.
Food is good.
I'll take some.
I was worried the travel was going to ruin it.
Eat them, dog.
So, this moot. You need to find a place or something? What is this about?
I was gonna actually bring that up. Are you serious about having sea giants underneath you? You mentioned that. Nobody's really explained that since you've mentioned it.
Yeah, I
Why
did.
have you not tried getting? Where are they at?
I had to send them to like they didn't have a home, so I sent them to find a home.
I feel like they would have been much more useful in this particular situation.
This particular situation probably, but they also have been hiding for a very long time. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe I should contact them, and if there's a moot, they should probably be involved.
I feel like that is appropriate, if what you say is true.
Oh, Barry, do you have Barry?
Barry.
Barry's right there.
Barry,
Yes?
You don't have to yell at him.
do you have Barry? Do you have a message?
I think he has
Yes, I have
Here you
message.
go, Julian.
I need to send a message to someone.
Okay.
Sure you want it, Kristoff.
Huh?
Were you speaking Sim?
I forgot his name.
Krell?
Krell.
Saint Krell.
Saint Krell. I'm messing with you. Here's some water. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, I can send a message to whoever you need.
Just a moment. I'm looking for his name. 'Cause I know I have it written down.
Yeah, he's Kristoff.
Chris Christopherson.
Saint Gaston.
Could you contact?
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Goodness.
It's been a while since I could hold up my head high. It's been a while.
Tarlok was the broodling, right?
Yep.
Was Remo also a broodling? Remo?
I don't recall that. I have to look at my notes for that one.
It's a heavy boy.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they were also a broodling.
The only other name I have written down that could possibly be it, Golgaya? What was that?
Say Goldaya?
Golgaya.
Golgaya. I was gonna say there's Goldia, but I don't know if that's...
Well, the name of the
I know.
the name of the city that we found them in was Foglu. It was a giant city in the eye of a Leviathan.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of the mate that I left in charge. Can I use spell of illusion to give him a picture of the giant?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. So as you make an image of the sea giant, see Barry sees it and goes, "All right." As he begins to cast the spell, you can see his hand holding the spell.
Boy, this is Folna, Wildheart of Clan Wildheart.
You watch like a bubble text start to fill out of Folner's mouth.
Where is it that you have set home? You may reply to this message.
Folner looks towards you. Barry looks towards you.
That's it.
You watch the spell vanishes off. And you see the spell come back. Chieftain Wildheart, it is good to hear your voice. We are in the mountains, northern Abendal. We are here for a mooch upon the eclipse of the New Year's. We are here without our leader.
Was that in common?
Yeah. Or it would have been in giant.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, I got some good news, ladies.
Sounding like it. You looked pretty
They
happy.
are already here, and they are looking for me.
Are they?
So we should probably rendezvous with them.
With them instead of the fire giants.
Right.
Or the frost giants, sorry.
Right.
These are hill giants, right?
And do you
For all
know
sea
where they
giants.
are?
Sea giants.
Barry, can I send another message?
You may. Please do not do this too many times.
You may reply this message.
This is Fauna Water. Upland Water.
You don't have to do that again.
I don't think you have to do that.
They can hear your voice.
I too am in the northern mountains of Abendo. Where are you? You can reply to this message.
Please tell me that was just not too many words.
He was almost there. He was almost at 2 minutes.
I wish it would have ended like, you can...
You can watch as he sends it.
You can.
Foley, you don't have to say that every time you do that.
So
The reply to this message.
Also, I can't. Were you saying in English?
No, I was saying giant.
I don't think you have to say name again.
It sounded like you said her name twice.
Yeah.
I wanted them to know who was contacted.
Yes, this is good. Our chieftain is here to support us. We are here in the strong number of 4. We are in the Vale of Ice. We are to meet with the Maidens of Frost.
You watch the spell disperses.
I thought you were gonna be like, and don't reply to this
Well,
message.
no, when he replies, why do you change your posture like he can see you? You say, I just noticed, I couldn't help but notice that you started sitting up taller. It's kind of weird. He can't see you, right?
No, they can't see me.
Okay.
It's more
Practicing?
of a comfort thing.
Sure, alright.
I was just straightening up my back and
Right.
fixing my posture.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, sometimes I slouch.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, what did they say? What did they return?
So they are here.
Good. So they brought an army with them.
Yes.
Perfect. Now we can destroy those frost giants, no problem.
Oh, hold on me.
No. There's 4 of them.
4?
Did you just say 4?
Well, 4 strong.
We fought more of the frost giants.
I'm pretty sure that we just... Oh my. Alright. Okay. So they got 4 sea giants.
I'd have 5 technically.
Thank you. Also, that's 4 more than we had before. You are just a bunch of
It's the card that
glass
we've
half
been...
empty.
It's the call we've been dealt. Let's just deal with it.
Okay. Alright, so what are we doing? What's the plan then?
Well, they're looking to see the frost maidens.
The what?
The frost maidens.
For
Why?
We just saw a bunch of frost maidens.
It's like a
I think.
ritualistic thing that they do to like before battle.
Well, they got a fuck
But
or
like a
something?
sex thing?
That's what
I
I
don't
was
think so. Is it a sex thing?
No, it can be, but not in this situation.
Sometimes, but not always.
Oh, you had me in the first half of that. Not gonna lie.
That's usually only after like really successful long raids.
Ooh. And a long raid with a long raid.
Well, if I... Never mind. Alright, so let's
What were you gonna say?
What'd you say?
No, I'm about to say what I was about to say. Did he say where they were exactly?
Yeah.
Are you asking Barry or are you asking me?
He's
I'm out
saying
of
like,
character.
Okay. They said they were in the Vale of Ice.
Well, so they're in the Veil of Ice. Anybody know what the Veil of Ice is?
what we just.
Oh no, why the fuck would we know that?
Folder, you know what the Vale of Ice is.
Well, just to really drive home how important I am, I know where it's at.
So,
Let me navigate for us.
Oh my god.
you're actually fairly close to the Vale of Ice.
Well, we're actually pretty close to it.
Um,
Oh. Didn't know about it either, did ya?
The Vale of Ice was a frozen lake. They used to use magic to thaw the water, and they would bury their dead in the ice. So they would thaw a portion of the lake, they would lay the individual into the water, and they would let it freeze back over, basically encasing them in ice. So it's like a frozen lake graveyard for very respected and proud warriors.
Alright, so lead the expedition then.
Okay,
In the
I have a
morning.
bad feeling about this all of a sudden. Alright, let's go.
No, we gotta get some rest first, and then in the morning.
You know what? That's a good point. Can I send one more message to let them know we'll be there after the short...
If we are staying the night and
Yeah,
resting, then yes.
After a long short rest.
Why do you always say it like that? You mean just why don't we say after we spend the night?
That's not how giants talk.
Giants say after a long short rest?
What
does that mean?
When you're that large, some things are longer that for regular people that are short for them.
I just
What
figured
the
it's
fuck
just.
does that mean?
Giants don't feel time differently.
Of course they do.
I
They
mean, if
They
dogs
feel
do,
it smaller?
they
if
feel
dogs
time,
do, sure giants can,
they
right?
feel it jointly.
How do you know dogs feel time differently?
I don't know. I'm just.
You know what?
I'm making fun of
The
him.
bigger the size, the bigger the emotions. All right, they just feel everything more.
Alright, just send your fucking message.
They say that. All right.
Dipshit jar. Dipshit jar.
Well, I got one more.
Everyone in chat's probably like, what the fuck is a dipshit jar? This. This is a dipshit jar.
With the old 4C2E2
We're gonna-
on there.
I want to use the old label. We're going to
C2E2.
We're gonna emote that way. Chat can put the dipshit jar emote when they come to me to add money to it.
All right, so everyone messed up. Oh wait, I have to send a message.
Yeah, you know, I'm waiting for you to send the message there, Faulkner.
I did send it. Didn't send it, didn't even fucking do it.
That's gonna be we're gonna use that noise right there as a notification. Ting-ding-ding-ding.
He sent it and didn't send it all.
All right.
Oh my god.
This is Fauna.
Did you say your name for the third time? Oh my lord.
Wild Heart of Clan Wild Heart.
We will be there tomorrow. You may reply to this message.
I feel like I've heard the same sentence 3 times. What do you say at the end of that?
I tell them they can reply to that message.
I'm pretty sure they know that. Imagine they know that, right?
Well, they probably know. I'm just making sure.
You're just being thorough.
Oh, after the 3rd time, you have to
You
continue.
never know. Better safe than sorry.
You see?
All right, I think we're good. You watch as the spell comes back.
Tide's blessing, chieftain.
Good?
Yep, they're good.
All right.
Well, Barry, there you go.
So, fire.
What?
Some more.
I've been eating already. I'm good.
Some more. I'll make a fire.
There's already a fire. We've been eating off of the fire.
I didn't know we always check in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said that earlier. A while ago.
As he's staring at it. I'll make a fire.
It's like you already did, Father. Congratulations.
I'm just so hot, I just make everything just burst into flames. Alright, so I'm going to have myself some of this meat, and then I'm going to also relax.
If nobody else stays up, I'll stay up to keep watch at first. Sound good?
Yes, I will also have prayers, so I will stay up and pray for a while.
My phone's out.
I assure you it will not bother you. It's silent prayer.
It won't bother me. It is what it is. I've been around. A lot of people do things a lot differently everywhere, so it's no problem.
He probably talks to dead people, so that's not going to bother
It's
me.
very useful.
Sometimes I do.
See, there you go.
It's very useful, actually.
How's it feel outside?
It's cold.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna put on
cold.
my armor then.
Huh?
I'm gonna put my.
Say it's
Oh.
probably about, I'd say, mid-30s.
I'll put my surcoat on and start putting my armor on, so I could get at least more warmth. And just use my blanket as a cloak and just find a tree.
So, as you guys warm yourselves by the fire, sleep through the night, dawn comes. And as dawn arises and breaks through the tree lines, the beams of sunlight come down to the now smoldering fire. The temperature has raised a little bit since the sun is now coming up, only to a whopping but somewhat still very chilly high 40s.
A bit whispering.
She's probably freezing her ass off.
I hate it.
Now, as you all awake, deconstruct your camp. Fulner.
Is ever wait? Say again.
We woke up.
Deconstruct the camp. All right. Sorry. Is everyone ready to go?
Seems like you're the one who knows the way.
All right. So over yonder, this way.
Okay. Give me a survival check. So you have never been here before. You are simply going off of what you have read in books.
20.
Over 20 is
24.
plenty. You are able to use distinct landmarks and some of the mountain locations as good tracking points. It was actually really not even that far. You were less than an hour away from the ice veil. As you approach it, you can see why they call it the ice veil. It doesn't look natural. It is a broken portion. Apologies. It is a broken portion of the mountain. It's basically where there's a huge gap between this mountain ridge. In the center of it, you can see there's a deep ravine. It is solid ice. The bottom of this ravine is a lake. You can see it is quite massive. It's more long than it is wide, the lake. It's completely frozen over. With your passive perception, you can actually see, Jez, there appears to be a frozen skeleton the size of the lake inside the ice.
Get me out of here.
So you're able to spot that. Falner, you know from the legends and stories that this is the resting fall, and the reason why they use the ice veil as a burial place is because this is where one of the first titans ever fell to a primordial. So this is a body of a titan. This is larger than any giant.
You all see that? That's the body of a titan.
They just left it there, huh?
Well, who's gonna pick it up?
I know they could have chopped it up to bits or something, moved it.
Oh, it's
It's
frozen.
very unsettling.
It's
though,
frozen
yeah.
in ice. It can't do anything now. Right? Right.
It's bones.
That's bones.
I know how necromancy works.
You see,
St. Crow could probably talk to it.
Saint Krell looks over towards you. Necromancy is an abomination. I would.
Yeah, you're right. We need to do talk. You talk to somebody about destroying it, because what if the G word comes around and decides to use that as a rise up out of the lake?
That's why I had a bad feeling earlier about going to this place, because all these dead things underneath ice.
We mean all of them.
Oh, there's more giants underneath ice.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. That's what.
This is like a giant graveyard.
Kinda.
A giant.
Not kinda, it is a giant graveyard.
It's a giant graveyard.
I'm seeing some foreshadowing of.
Yeah, can you imagine if you guys his little sickly fingers on all these
Could you?
little bones?
Are you talking about me?
No,
No.
Mr. G person. Blade person, yeah, that guy.
When you say G person,
He who should not be named.
Just someone you...
That's not-
Don't ask.
That's what you name him.
Wait, do you know who we're talking about?
I am aware of a name that shall not be
His
named.
name's G-Man.
Yeah, we'll just
His
call him
name
G.
is not G-Man. Do you speak of the Herald?
Is that what he is?
Wow, how do you know so much about G-Man?
My god is a sworn enemy of the entity that you dare breathe in front of me.
Wait, what?
I have read countless doctrines on the lengths and abilities of his power. If you are all connected to this, to him, then it is no wonder why my God has brought me to you.
You know much about him. I would like to...
I know legends. Nothing more.
But you know of what his power is like.
I know that he is the closest thing to death. Then it's death itself.
Well, then we should probably let you in on what we're trying to accomplish here. I'm gonna pull the blade piece out of my jacket.
What is his reaction?
Is that...
You know what that is?
You recognize that?
Is that Deathinium?
Yeah, we're trying to melt it down.
Deathinium cannot be destroyed.
That's not what we were told.
There's a forge we need to go to that might be able to melt it down.
That can destroy that blade piece.
Theoretically.
Is that blade what I think it is?
Part of his sword.
The Black Blade.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if how he's looking at the blade piece is good or bad.
That is the most evil relic, besides for his crown. It must be destroyed.
Good thing that's what they plan to do with it, right?
That's what we're setting out to do. So,
Throw it to the fire.
good thing he found us.
I will aid you in your travels. For as long as I can.
I'd like to know everything you know about
G-Man.
him. Everything.
As you stand upon this cliffside of frigid wind surrounded by thick snowed pines looking over the vast valley, I think we must approach the Vale first. I can speak of this more when we are in comfort and privacy. I do not want these words to travel along the wind. He has eyes in the darkest places. He can feel death, even in the grass beneath our feet.
Seems to have a strong connection with Jez.
Then you are a child of death.
No, I wouldn't take it that far. I think it's just because I have a piece of a sword.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure it's just that.
Didn't Shiv have a piece?
Maybe.
Don't we all have a piece?
I don't really know if I have a piece. I don't
There is
have
only 5 pieces to the blade. Legends say
Now
that when
full
it's
in front of
shattered,
Wait, there's only 5 pieces? How big is the piece that she has?
it's like a good portion of a
Oh
blade.
damn, I was thinking it was a little fucking piece.
No, it's like a
great sword.
Damn.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
a
like
great-
a. So it's probably like a short sword to her.
He's asked for it back already. Once.
You have spoken to it.
A few times. Wasn't pleasant.
There might have been a few times where.
He should not. He was said to be destroyed. Put to rest forever. How is he?
The reason
No,
why
he's
we-
very much up and kicking.
Every time they said his name in Yunogo's realm, something weird happened.
Yeah.
That's why they don't say his name anymore.
It's almost as if it's bringing him back, which makes me wonder if anybody else is saying his name outside of this party.
Well,
Chanting.
I mean, you explore enough, and no matter how far you go, somebody's always going to worship something.
So you
You
were
can't kill
under,
ideas, right?
you were under the impression that he wasn't around.
I did not think that it was possible for him to exist. The legends, they clearly state that he was slain, he was defeated on the battlefield. He should not be. He should never be.
Wait, what did you say? On the battlefield? You do know he died.
I must pray. I must pray.
On the battlefield.
Pray and walk, my guy.
You want to talk to your god?
You can see he kind of goes into like this zen-like state as he follows you. Barry looks towards you guys all fucking creepy.
Yeah, yikes.
That is
Jez,
foreshadowing.
didn't he die near his throne after his children were killed? In that vision we had.
I don't know if it's necessarily near the throne. I think it was outside. If I remember right. Because they threw his kids off a cliff. Yeah.
No, about a vision.
If the downfall and what happened, why you went crazy. The betrayal that created a monster. If he comes back, we may have seen what he can do in that vision, but living it is completely different.
Fuck.
After you descend down the cliffside and make your way onto the frozen lake, you walk across, making your way through the blistering, howling winds that sweep over the frozen ice. Within the foggy mist of snow and sleet, you see the figure emerge. And as they come through the fog, they stand before you, towering over you. And you see them kneel as you look at the frost giant. Or not the frost giant, but the sea giant that has pledged their fealty to Fulner Clan Wildheart.
Chieftain Wildheart.
That is.
You watch as he rises. You can see his body, even though he is a sea giant. You are aware that sea giants are a splinter of frost giants. He seems to be quite comfortable in this environment. His skin is open and bare, teal in color, covered in what looks like hard barnacle and crustacean growths on his shoulder. Armor made of netting and hard wood.
Do they speak common?
Do they speak common? No. We'll do that. 4 strong warriors. Where is everyone else?
They are with the valkyries.
Oh.
He turns.
The ice cave across the lake. We prepare the ritual.
Have you already completed it?
We cannot without our chieftain.
Then
No.
let's go.
Where have you been, if I may ask? You did not answer the moot. Others have gone ahead to the Valley of the Kings, while we have waited.
I've gotten held up a couple times since I last saw you. Well, I'm here now, and let's join this move together.
We must make claim for our kind. If not, the sea giants will cease to be.
I agree.
King Eliaphel has destroyed our people and ravaged us.
Excuse me.
When you left us, you told us to seek home and shelter.
I did.
King Eliafeld brought his soldiers down upon us under the cover of night, slaughtered babe and elderly alike. We are no more than 100 now.
So Kaz has gone off the deep end and started attacking the sea giants.
Who?
Attacking them.
Yeah, he just told me that they started. Eliafel started to raid them. Brought
Why?
down his armies on them, killed their babies even.
For what reason?
I don't fucking know. For what reason?
What the hell happened in the last couple of years?
In his eyes, we do not have claim over his isles.
He claims that they don't have claim over their isles. Because I instructed them to go find a home, one that would be rich, so they can grow.
Thankfully, we were accepted with open arms from the frost giants of Skjoldenheim. We have traveled and have made claim to some of the small isles. We are no longer giants of the Strand.
Alright. Well, after this move, then we will address that eventually for sure. I'll have words with Kaz.
I know of the name you speak. That name is gone. A mad king now sits upon the Sown.
So we traded one mad king for another.
So we need to put down the rabid dog now.
Kaz was already going crazy the last time I met him.
I mean, I know Kaz, Eliafel, whichever.
It's an old friend of theirs. I barely know him.
But what I can say is that it's typical that when people get in power, they start hurting others, no
Seem
matter
to have
what happens.
some sort of connection with two personalities or two souls or something. I'm not understanding how Kaz works.
It doesn't really matter right now.
Very troubled person. It makes sense that he might be Mad King.
That's,
We'll cross
that's
that bridge when we come to it.
exactly. That's a problem for another time. All right. So let's go see these valkyries.
I will take you to them.
We are going to go see some valkyries.
Sweet.
To be part of the moot to find the Valley of Kings. And they couldn't go until their chieftain was here.
That's me. I can see that.
How are all these giants going to feel about all of us showing up to this?
You're with us. Right? No?
Yee.
Do we need to be worried is what I'm asking.
The DM it gave a gesture of doubt.
Come on, Ben, really?
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Wow. How dare you destroy Chad's good side with lighting?
Alright, so you guys might have to pose as like maybe
Don't say it.
not slaves, but maybe thralls. That you work for us type of thing. It's not real, obviously, but it's to so there won't be any problems.
What do I get in return for that?
No dignity?
Well, you won't die, that's for sure. Right?
Last time I did that, I ended up in Yunogu's realm.
Well, it's much cooler now. So you're not gonna get into Nogu's realm. This makes sense, but trust
It really
me.
doesn't.
Just trust me, right?
Listen, we'll do what we have to do to get this over with. But if someone looks at me wrong, I swear to God. They're going to, aren't they?
For them, I don't know how they're gonna react to you. Just we'll take care of it if they do. All right.
What are we talking about? The sea giants or somebody else?
Other giants.
Alright, so they're gonna come with us, posing as thralls / thralls, and
Posing. They are your slaves.
no,
He fucked up already.
they are, but they are to be treated with utmost respect. They all,
Prize slaves.
they all.
Silence happening right now.
They are very valuable. Very valuable.
They are for your pleasure. Understand. I will tell the others that they are not to be touched.
Thank you. And
You
no
have the
other
honor.
giants can touch them. Right?
I don't like
I thought you were gonna be, but me.
I will tell them.
Thank you. Alright, so let's go.
That went well, right?
It went well?
Hmm?
Right.
Barry goes, well, I'm kind of rusty on my giant, but
You know nothing of giant. Don't even say it, Barry.
well, I knew you kept saying
Barry,
that
you
can
are-
respond to this
you-
message.
You know, Barry, you have been hitting the ball pretty hard again.
You okay?
This whole knee thing really messed you up. I can tell.
Jez, I'm not quite sure he was saying that we're... I'll tell you later.
He's been drinking.
What did
Again.
what did you tell him? You're being really defensive.
No, that.
What did you say?
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he either said that we're toys or tools.
Yes, I said tools. Tools for destruction.
I don't know if you saw what happened with the giants, but I'm definitely not a tool for destruction.
As you approach the cave entrance, you see the sea giant stop.
I, Natu Korlax, will stand guard as you enter in.
You can see that the other sea giants are standing there as well. And they look like hardened warriors. These do not look like the sea giants that you encountered last time. In fact, these are not the sea giants that you left. These must be from other clans that had came to congregate to find a new home after they left. And this are the strongest of them.
Well, I might as well up the pot too. I also become a giant. Of great stature.
You see that their green, mossy, seaweed-like hair dangles down in front of them, almost perpetually seems to be damp and wet. Even the tips of it are like all now starting to become encased in ice. As they stand there, their beards covered in frost as they look towards you. Their eyes have this pearlescent sheen to them. As they turn and look into the cavern entrance, and you can hear the faint sound of whispering.
Let's go on.
You watch as you see Coralax looks towards you.
You take your thralls with you in.
Does not everyone.
It is for chieftains to visit the Valkyries.
Everyone wait here. I'll be back. Alright, let's go.
I'm confused.
You watch as they see Falner go inside.
I'll be back.
You see Coralax look to the other giants, and you see him immediately go,
Boshnet, no kudanakin, don karadan.
as he points towards you.
Duro. Oh, nadaga.
What did they say?
Why are they robbing themselves?
Barry, did you understand what he just said?
Something about that we are not to be touched. I'm very rusty on giant.
Well, to make sure that happens, let's just sit.
And as you sit,
Oh, it's cold.
you enter into the room.
Will Irishmen eat much in a bite? Till with no end after.
I thought that
I
was
thought that was an ad.
Yes, I thought it
It's
was an ad.
Now the West Wind,
Wow, you downloaded an ad, man.
all
It's
that
weird.
the heroes fall. And awful it is, in fact. Blood-red rack raises overhead. spoken well. Let him learn them. Who listens to us and speak these spells to spare men after.
And as you pass into this room, this chamber,
Dead and
you can hear the valkyries around, circled,
brandished swords.
as the maiden of this group appears to be giving this chant to the room.
Evil as shall
And you sit
thy
and listen to it continue. Seems to be foretelling a prophecy,
seeing eyes.
while also being a chant,
If I
a ritual of transcendence.
If both those dearest shall break the thorn pines, shall the sailcloth be slit and sag downward, and shall the tackle be torn asunder. May thy bed be for thee
What are the other chieftains
like
doing?
burning straw.
There's no other chieftains here, it's just Valkyries.
Thy high
Oh.
seat
You're very late.
Oh,
like
then I
heaving
approach.
sea waves.
As you approach,
Thee,
you see them in a circle
far,
all around.
if with
They seem to be concentrated on the chant.
a man's joys.
And as they continue to talk, their eyes are closed,
Thy way.
and you can see that they're holding hands, and you can see blood dripping from their palms. And as they end their chant, you see them stop and turn and look over towards you. And who do we have approach?
Folna Waldhart of Clan Waldhart, chieftain of the Sea Giants.
So Corolax was not mad. You claim to be chieftain of the sea.
I do.
Where is your proof of triumph?
I pull out the crown I got from the crown piece I got from King Rambeard.
As you throw down the piece of Rhinebeard's crown, you see the Valkyrie bend over and pick it up. Passes it to another Valkyrie as they pass it all around. We find this acceptable. And you watch as the main Valkyrie takes it and she ties it and fastens it to a piece of her vestment. You can see it's dangling with just pieces of bones and metal and different trinkets from crowns and weapon pieces. You wish to enter the Vale, into the Valley of the King,
I do.
to join the moot and make claim. The Ordening is in jeopardy. Do you, Fauna Wildheart, claim to uphold the Ordening?
I don't.
You claim to go against the words of Anam?
I believe, as a descendant of Hawkkiller, I believe that the Anam gave us these Ordenings to overcome them.
You notice that they look towards you. You watch as the Valkyries begin to circle you. And as they circle towards you, the main one with all of the trinkets hanging from her vestments makes her way forward.
And I look around while I'm saying this. My belief is that we must unite the giant clans under one.
Unification cannot happen amongst our kind
without one true ruler. You claim to be that ruler.
I do.
Then you will enter the Valley of the Kings as an usurper. Only 2 have entered as usurpers. Just as Heartkiller entered this valley as an usurper himself. The rest enter as children of Anam. Are you willing to pass on your seed before entering?
You know this as a giant tradition that moots often are going to involve death battles, as in you either you're gonna live through this or you're gonna die. Oftentimes, to make sure bloodlines didn't disappear, these valkyries would
You know what?
consummate.
Sure.
Three of them?
Let's do this.
All 3 of them?
Wait, all 3 of you?
You'll choose.
Okay. I was like, man.
Think this is everybody?
Anyone who accepts it.
Then I accept
Still do what you did last time.
your.
You already have a kid.
Yeah.
Choose your child bearer.
Oh fuck, you're right. I shouldn't fucking do this.
Wow.
I am confused.
I'm sorry. I
Do
gotta
you wish
change.
to deny your bloodline?
No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm just ready to join as a new usurper.
You watch
It's
as
really hard to say with an
you watch as
accent.
they start to slowly bring their clothes back up.
This might be a sign of disrespect. Honestly,
That just means that he knows he's gonna live.
you'll just have another
Very
child.
well.
I mean, is that really too hard?
I already have a child, and I haven't really, like.
You have a
addressed-
child.
I have.
A child who bears name of who?
I have not been told his name yet.
What giant priestess or princess have you laid with?
She was not a giant. Does it need to be?
Then you have no child.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
All right. You know what? So
He's like, yeah, let's have some
maybe
fun.
we do this, right?
Do you have to do it in front of everybody?
We're not even there.
They're not.
No,
yeah,
I
it was
mean like there.
Is it so? It's just me and you. Or are the other two like gonna like get out of the cave or something? Are they watching?
Pick who you would like to bear your
I
child.
like this.
All right. I
Right.
I'll pick one.
All right. And as you pick one, you move to basically consummate. And as this happens, you guys standing outside in the freezing fucking cold.
Do we hear stuff?
Oh, Jess has a 20 in passive perception, doesn't
You guys hear that slapping noise?
she? Yeah, you definitely hear meat slapping.
What's
What the
wrong?
fuck is he doing in there?
Very.
I know that sound.
It's part of the. It's the wardrobe.
Oh yeah.
Pounding that wardrobe.
You see the sea giant standing outside.
Okay, they're fucking.
So you said it's freezing?
Yeah, it's cold.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my flame tongue longsword and just activate it really quick. Just
Like
to get
just
some heat.
feel the heat, like
Yeah.
my fingers.
Where I have freezing and falls and having a fucking headache.
I need you.
I'm putting my hands in it.
That will still hurt you. You're not immune to fire.
I'm gonna slowly pull it away. You don't need to put your hands in the fire.
As you finish your ritual.
Finish.
You could have just said as you finish.
As you finish,
Jesus.
Nice. No guarantee, but
you return back
I'm
from
firing my crossbow.
the cave entrance.
And I am a gentle giant, so I make sure she also finished.
the way you said it makes me feel like she did not finish.
What do you mean?
I want you to realize that
They all finished.
there's no
Did she tell you that she did?
there is no compassion in this. This is purely meant to make sure you don't.
Right. No kissing on the mouth.
This is on the internet.
Well,
No kissing on the mouth.
we'll wait for Jez to return if she does return.
You know, honestly,
I don't know.
I don't blame her.
I'm a gentle giant.
I'm a gentle giant, so she finished too.
Oh, you tell her that she did.
No, I
He's like,
I made sure she finished too. I didn't tell her yet. Good job.
I little one. Very fair.
Oh god damn it.
Comes to mate.
Did you? Because I did.
It was good for me.
So fucking This is gonna keep going until Christy comes back.
Yeah, please, Christy, please come back.
I never done this as a big joint.
John, you gotta fill in for a second. Just like Faulkner did.
Okay, I can hear her coming back.
The slapping echoed through the mountains.
All right,
You know how many people probably just unsubscribed?
so many.
But did they finish?
I'm
So,
Face hurts.
you were told that you can enter through into the Valley of the Kings through this cave. But first, you will have to enter through a
Well,
tomb.
he already did that.
You'll enter into the tomb of a champion of Vaprok. There, you must defeat the champion in order to enter the Valley of the Kings. And you are aware of this. You're aware of this tradition. However, a champion can never be a champion after they have failed. So every champion you choose to fight has never lost a fight. You exit from the cave and you reunite with your comrades.
Hello, everyone.
You can see he's got beads of sweat
He's
all on his
sweating
head.
bullets.
It's very hot in there.
Okay.
You smell like a brothel.
I was gonna say he's a giant, so I'm assuming the stench is a bit stronger than it would be normally.
Alcohol.
Wow, that's.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
What happened in that moment?
Did you have fun?
A ritual of great secrecy happened in there.
No,
Also
it's,
secret, we could hear the slapping all the way out.
Why are you sweating so much?
Because they have been going like this the entire time for like 3 hours.
3 hours!
3 hours!
Mate, it's been 15 minutes.
It seemed like time goes differently in there.
15 minutes?
I'd say, yeah, it's probably been about like 20 minutes or so since you guys have been standing out here.
10 minutes of him talking, 10 minutes of doing it.
Folly, why were you having sex in there?
What was I having? What makes you think I was having sex?
Well, one of the
hear
giants
it,
were
and
going
you
like,
smell
"Baba
it.
dula la kala."
A ritual happened in there.
The
Great
Giants
secret-
the Giants even said they were doing this.
Yeah.
That's giant for
Fucking-
ritual.
Yeah. A ritual.
For
fucking-
ritual. It has nothing to do with the fucking.
Why are we out here freezing?
It's-
And you're in there having fun.
I'm not freezing.
You see Coral Axe puts his hand on your back.
May you have a strong child.
Thank you.
What is...
Barry,
See, Barry-
what did he say?
He said.
He said child. What do you say about child?
He said.
Why is he talking about child?
He said.
He looks towards him.
No.
Gara?
Barry.
Child, yes.
Barry. He
Barry.
said. Barry. Pay attention. He said, "Good job of the ritual, even though you are as small as a child."
Alright, it's weird.
You smell like sex, man.
That sounds like they were making fun of you. Because you definitely smell like sex.
Yeah.
But they said you were small as a child.
I wouldn't know. I am a virgin after all.
I thought you had a kid.
We know you have a kid, man.
We literally, I know you had sex with Kaz, even.
Yeah, she watched you have sex with
I was
Kaz.
there for that.
What?
And I was there too. You guys just didn't know it.
What?
Whoa, that is...
What?
Huh?
I knew you were there.
What are
No, you
talking
didn't.
Is this before or after
I wasn't even there.
Kaz murdered all of your people?
Oh,
No,
that was much
no, don't worry. When I see him again, he's gonna get another fucking, but it's gonna be a different kind. I'm gonna fuck him up.
That's the spirit.
Is what I'm saying.
You fuck Cass?
Proverbially.
With
Well,
Barry?
technically, Kaz fucked him.
With Barry?
No.
I remember you catching a lot more than pitching.
No, I was pitching the entire time.
Hey, good for
I'm a
you.
power talk.
Hey, good for you. I didn't picture you going both ways, but nice.
Power talk. Alright. So, I have to go fight a champion that has never lost a fight to get into the Valley of Kings. That's the next part of the ritual.
What was the first part?
Another ritual?
What was the first part?
The first part, it was the ritual, giant for ritual again, not sex.
Why are you so... What does it matter?
Anyway. So, what was the name again?
What was the name of what?
The champion.
The champion of Vaprak.
Champion of Opera.
Vaprak. V-A-P-R-A-K.
Did I hear you right when you said to him, when a champion is chosen, they usually don't lose?
That's what you
The
just said.
champion?
They can't be a champion if they've lost.
They can't be a champion if they've lost.
Like they've never lost.
So anyone who is a champion has never lost.
Alright, so we need to find, and I say this in giant, we need to find the champion of Voprock.
You know where it's at. It's in the entrance of the cave.
Alright, so we have already gotten to where we have to fight him. Or wait, or do I have to fight him? Is it in giant?
So this whole valley is a burial site. The champion you're going to be fighting is dead.
Oh, I'm fighting an undead champion.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright.
You're going to be fighting essentially a spirit.
Alright. It goes.
Sounds like you lost.
They've never lost as a champion, as a spirit.
He died of old age.
That's crazy.
Or natural causes.
You lost to time.
Which, time goes differently in there. Alright, so what's the next part then? I'm
You
ready.
just got to go past the valkyries into the chamber.
Alright, so. Let's go do that.
All right. As you guys make your way in, past the valkyries.
Which one do you think he fucked?
I didn't fuck any of them.
Does it look like...
Was one of them look
Was
tired?
one also sweaty?
Yeah.
Said he is
I'm
very
just kidding.
hot.
I'm just kidding.
It's like, do you really want to make you roll a perception check for sweat?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I'll do it.
Jez has passive 20. She can already see which one it was, so it doesn't matter. She could probably fucking
Reeks in here.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Huh?
Say what? I know you were gonna...
I'm pointing at the one. What was that one? Is she already pregnant?
No,
It's just immediate.
Oh, we're making up for lost time here, are we, Justin?
You were right. Time is different in here.
Fucking told you.
I don't think time is different. I just think he's different.
No, it's
Be careful with that thing, my friend.
well,
All right.
you know that the ritual that you basically performed is a guaranteed child. They take a concoction that will ensure a birth.
Extra fertility.
Yes, it's basically a super fertility potion.
I agree.
Nasty.
Well,
Yeah,
giants.
can we do one campaign with no, like, birthing stuff?
People die a lot in fantasy things, and when you die a lot, it means you gotta make a lot of babies because people die so fucking often.
I don't want to do this
sounds-
anymore. It's gross.
Sounds awfully capitalist.
So,
My name's Chad, and I'm an
so what
anarchist.
you're saying is, if you threw a girl at my character or a guy, and I had to, and they were coming on, I should assume I might die soon because you're trying to make sure I have a child.
Wait, are you saying I'm about to die? Just because I had a rich.
They're saying
going
you're,
off
you're
what he
going
just
into a moot where chieftains fight to the death,
Raw.
and instead of having bloodlines end, they ensure that they have a child even if they die. That's the point of it.
So I got a question. If there was only 3 of the Valkyries, there's only 3 chieftains here?
No. So the Frost Giants have Valkyries. Other clans would have different
Gotcha.
types.
I understand.
And since the Sea Giants are part of the...
See, the Giants are a part of the Frost Giants. That's why you were with the Valkyries. Yes. So, as you prefer or proceed forward, you enter into a large, massively carved door out of solid ice, and it is intricately designed with different knotworks. It's very Nordic looking. You see that it has 2 massive door knockers on the front of it that appear to look like shields. And as you make your way up to it and you put your hands on it, it reacts to your blood
That is giant.
and it opens up. And as you open up into this burial tomb, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. So, thank you guys all for joining us for tonight's episode.
Was a good game.
Be sure to join us next Sunday as our heroes will fight the champion of Vaporok.
Collectively?
I'm assuming you guys are going to cheat, but it is supposed to be a one-on-one fight.
Don't cheat.
I wouldn't mind watching Folly fight this one-on-one. Prove himself.
And with that, thank you all for joining us. Until next time, remember to always embrace the dark. Bye-bye.